Hey, what's up, ThriveBit fam? Welcome back to ThriveBit by Andy, your go-to podcast channel for business hacks, personal development, and straight-up motivation to level up your life. I'm Andy, and today we're diving into an absolute game changer of a topic. If you caught our last video, Make More Money, Skyrocket Your Income with these proven hacks, you know we dropped some serious knowledge bombs, including the pricing formula. Before, during, after. Well, buckle up, because this video is all about applying the pricing formula to your job to boost your income, crush it at work, and set yourself up for massive success. Before we get started, grab a notebook or your phone to jot down some notes. These tips are pure gold. And if you're loving the vibe of ThriveBit, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss an episode of our podcast. All right, let's dive in. So let's rewind for a sec. In our last episode, we introduced the pricing formula: before, during, after. This is the ultimate blueprint to increase your income, and today, we're zooming in on how to use it in your current job. Why your job? Because it's the fastest way to turn your skills into cash without quitting or starting a side hustle. This formula isn't just about making more money, it's about building confidence, standing out, and turning your job into a launchpad for success. Here's a quick recap of the pricing formula. Before, prep your value. Build your skills, stack up achievements, and get ready to shine. During, optimize your performance and negotiate like a pro to get what you're worth. After, keep the momentum going with a positive mindset and continuous growth. Ready to make this work for you? Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Before, prep your value. First up, the before phase. This is all about setting yourself up for success before you ask for that raise, take on a bigger role, or make a bold move at work. Think of it like training for a marathon. You don't just show up on race day without putting in the work. Start by asking yourself, what value am I bringing to my company? Take a hard look at your skills, your contributions, and what makes you unique. Maybe you're the go-to person for solving tech issues, or you've got a knack for calming down stressed-out clients. Whatever it is, own it. Next, level up your skills. In 2025, there's no excuse for not learning something new. Platforms like Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, or even YouTube have courses on everything from data analysis to public speaking. Pick one skill that aligns with your job and start small. 30 minutes a day can go a long way. Or, try shadowing a coworker who's killing it in an area you want to grow in. For example, if you're in marketing but want to learn SEO, ask to sit in on a meeting with the SEO team. Another pro tip? Build a highlight reel of your wins. Did you save a project from disaster? Boost sales by 10%? Streamline a process that saved hours? Write it down. These are your ammo for later when you're negotiating. And don't be afraid to make waves. Suggest a new idea in a meeting or volunteer for a small leadership role, like organizing a team event. It shows you're proactive and hungry for more. By the end of this phase, you should feel like a rock star, ready to walk into any conversation knowing exactly what you bring to the table. Step 2. During. Optimize and negotiate. Now we're in the during phase, where you put your prep to work and make things happen. This is about two things: crushing it at your job every day and negotiating to get paid what you deserve. Let's start with performance. If you want to stand out, you've got to work smarter, not just harder. Time management is key. Try the Pomodoro technique: 25 minutes of focused work, then a 5-minute break. It's a game changer for staying sharp. Or use the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize tasks. Focus on what's urgent and important, and ditch the busy work. Tools like Notion or Trello can help you organize projects and look like a pro while doing it. Oh, and let's talk about distractions. If you're scrolling TikTok during work hours, you're leaking value. Set boundaries. Put your phone in another room or use apps like Freedom to block social media during deep work sessions. The goal is to get into a flow state where you're producing high-quality work that gets noticed. Now the big one? Negotiating. Whether it's a raise, a promotion, or a new role, this is where you cash in on your prep. First, do your homework. Check sites like Glassdoor or Payscale to see what people in your role are earning in your area. Then, prep your pitch. List your top 3 to 5 achievements. Use numbers if you can, like, I increased customer retention by 15%, or I trained 10 new hires. When you meet with your boss, focus on the value you bring, not just why you need the money. For example, I've taken on XYZ, and I'd love to discuss how we can align my compensation with my contributions. Pro tip: practice your pitch with a friend or in the mirror. Confidence is everything, and if the answer's no, ask for feedback and what you can do to get there. It shows you're serious. Lastly, position yourself as a leader. Build relationships with your team and higher-ups. Say hi, ask about their weekend, show you're human. And don't shy away from bigger projects. If there's a chance to lead a campaign or present to a client, raise your hand. It's all about building your personal brand at work. Step 3. After, keep growing. All right, you've prepped, you've performed, you've negotiated. Now what? The after phase is about keeping the momentum going and setting yourself up for even bigger wins. First, reflect on what happened. Did you get the raise? Awesome. Celebrate, then set a new goal. Did it not go as planned? No sweat. Ask yourself, what can I learn? Maybe you need to tweak your approach or add a new skill. Every outcome is a chance to grow. Next, lock in a positive mindset. Adopt a growth mindset. See challenges as opportunities, not roadblocks. One way to do this? Start a gratitude journal. Every night, write down 3 things you're thankful for, like a great coworker or a project you nailed. It rewires your brain for optimism. Also, build habits that fuel success. Set one small goal each week, like, I'll read 10 pages of a business book, or I'll pitch one idea in a meeting. Small wins stack up. To stay energized, manage stress. Try a 5-minute meditation with an app like Calm, hit the gym, or just take a walk outside. You can't pour from an empty cup, so prioritize your mental and physical health. Finally, keep your eyes on the next opportunity. Maybe it's a new role in your company or a side project that could turn into something bigger. The pricing formula isn't a one and done, it's a cycle. Prep, perform, grow, repeat. Let's make this real with a story that'll hit home. Meet Sarah, a 27-year-old marketing coordinator at a mid-sized tech company. She was grinding away, doing solid work, but her paycheck hadn't budged in 2 years. Sound familiar? Sarah was frustrated, feeling stuck in a cycle of good enough. Then she stumbled across the pricing formula and decided to take control of her career. In the before phase, Sarah got strategic. She sat down and listed her strengths. She was a wizard at crafting social media campaigns, but realized she lacked data analytics skills, which her team valued. So, she enrolled in a Google Analytics course on Coursera, spending an hour each evening learning how to track campaign performance. Within 2 months, she was pulling reports that showed her campaigns drove 20% more website traffic. Sarah also started documenting her wins, like how she redesigned an email funnel that boosted click-through rates by 15%. She even pitched a new Instagram strategy in a team meeting, which her boss loved. By the end, Sarah had a clear picture of her value and a stack of achievements to back it up. During the during phase, Sarah turned up the heat. She used Trello to organize her team's marketing projects, earning a shout-out for keeping everyone on track. She also cut distractions, using the Pomodoro technique to stay laser-focused. When her annual review rolled around, Sarah was ready. She researched salaries on Glassdoor and found her role typically paid 10 to 15% more. Armed with her win list, she met her boss and said, "I've driven these results and taken on new responsibilities like the Instagram strategy. I'd love to discuss a raise that reflects my impact." Her confidence and prep paid off. She scored a 12% raise and a new title, Senior Marketing Coordinator. In the after phase, Sarah kept pushing. She reflected on her boss's feedback, noting she needed stronger presentation skills for the next level. She joined a Toastmasters club to practice. To stay motivated, she started a gratitude journal, jotting down wins like nailed a client meeting. Sarah also began running 3 times a week to keep her energy high. A year later, her new skills and proactive attitude landed her a promotion to marketing manager. Sarah's story shows the pricing formula isn't just theory, it's a roadmap. She went from stuck to unstoppable, and you can too. What's your first step gonna be? Your next steps. All right, let's wrap this up. The pricing formula, before, during, after, is your ticket to turning your job into a money-making, career-building machine. Prep your value, optimize your performance, and negotiate like a boss, then keep growing with a positive mindset. Here's your challenge. Pick one action from each phase to try this week. Maybe it's signing up for a course, using Pomodoro, or scheduling a meeting with your manager. Drop a comment below and tell us what you're committing to. We're rooting for you. If you got value from this episode, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to join the ThriveBit podcast crew. We drop new episodes every week to help you crush it in business and life. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You're not just watching a video, you're investing in your future. This is Andy from ThriveBit, signing off. Let's make it happen and turn your job into your launchpad to success. See you in the next one.